top 20 OOP terms, but of course, Frankie Ramirez. Least privilege. It is the limiting numbers of privileges that can perform a job. So basically, it's adding security to each level, and basically the programmer with the most knowledge and that is entrusted by the company has the most access to the program. So that's why people with the least privilege have the least amount of access through the programming and coding. Encapsulation is a method that is used to restrict some access to some operators. So basically, a programmer puts something that is encapsulated so it can't be accessed unless the operator wants to allow other people to access it. So that's why it is encapsulated. The main separation, it is the reinforcement of the programmer's rules in the domain. So basically, the programmer allows gives the program basically it allows the program to follow its own rules, and basically it forces the program to follow those rules through the reinforcement of some other code by the programmer. Abstraction is a program that is reducing complexity, so it's a program that went from complex to very simple. So yeah. Inheritance, it's in the name. It is something that is passed down. So in the context of IT, it is code that is passed down. So basically, a programmer inherits a older code in order for it to maybe to improve it or build upon it. So yeah. Process isolation. It is a program that is running on the computer. This process is isolated by the programmers to prevent unwanted consequences. So in the terms of science, this is a controlled experiment basically. So they put a a program through an isolated process, so it doesn't allow for unwanted consequences and for the computer to be safe. Class is basically it encapsulates all data and functions that operate data. Manipulation and getting access is the goal of class data in the ways the designers want it. So basically, it's whatever the designers want it to be. So yeah, and it holds a lot of data and functions. Open design. Open design is a principle that serves as a protection mechanism that is independent. So basically, it is a defense against viruses. And here's a demonstration of that. So here. Defense layering is basically has multiple layers that serves to protect the program from viruses, and so they have to go through many things in order to corrupt the whole computer. Modularity is basically a technique that is adaptable. It is adaptable programming that basically allows it to adapt and improve. Data hiding is a data structure that has limited access that is replaced by a programmer. So here's a demonstration of that. Here. Simplicity. It is a program that is purposely made to be simple. It is used for better protection. It also can be used to build better code. And basically, the simplicity, being simple is really good because it allows coders to work more with what they have. Minimization is a program that has the least amount of functionality behind it. So basically, it is a very minimal program and function. Confidentiality is basically keeping quiet on the company's programming so it doesn't get leaked to other companies. So yeah. Polymorphism. It is the use of many classes all at once. So basically, it is multiple codes and multiple functions and multiple classes all together, trying working together to build something or to make something basically. Two-factor authentication. So basically, what this is that whenever like there's to protect your data and security or to add security, what they do is they put passwords. You have to use a password. Then afterwards, you also have to respond with a question. Like for example, like on Google, you have to answer a question of like where are you from or what's your favorite food when you're a little child. So it's in order it is built so you can so your data doesn't get access and breached. Adware is basically ads that are programmed in the software. So if you click on something that you're not supposed to click, ads can come up, and sometimes viruses can be in place in that. So it's just you gotta be watch out for adware. But botnet is a group of computers that are controlled by an attacker. So basically, if for example a server is corrupted, it can control all the other computers that are controlled by the server. So basically, it's like it works as a hive mind. Availability is basically databases, code, and networks that are available whenever a programmer needs it. So these are some of the basic words. So basically, it's like on demand, like those things are on demand whenever the programmer needs it. So it's very useful. Integrity is basically its next expectation for an titled an entity or a company to trust programmers with code. So basically, integrity is basically it's like a code of conduct for programmers, and they should follow it and not use programming against its intended purposes. And here are my references, and this concludes my presentation. Thank you for listening.